Let's take a look at the chart action for Dogecoin. Alright, so in my last video, I'd been talking about this falling wedge we had going something like this. And we had a breakout right here. And I talked about how on the 4-hour time frame, we have this 180 moving average coming in right here. And I was thinking that we're going to get some rejection right here. I thought we were just going to get like a pause in the movement upward. But it looks like we're getting like rejected. So right now, I'm wondering when we're going to break this 180 moving average. I'm kind of looking at that to see when we break that. Maybe we could get a little bit more bullish. So for right now, it looks like we're trending to the downside. And I also talked about how we can get these bottoms right here and formed a trend line, this white trend line. It was pretty much holding support on it. You can see that the price was kind of bouncing on it. It did get a couple bounces, but it actually finally broke through right here. So we are kind of breaking this trend line, this upward trend right here. So my question is where we're going to get support at, and let me know what you guys think. But what I'm looking at is these previous support levels. Right here we had like this bottom right here, and we already kind of broke through it right there. But what I was thinking is maybe we'll get like a triangle pattern, something like this, and then kind of break to that upside again. Or we have some bottoms right here, pretty much some support, like a little support zone right here, and that level is at .3352. So maybe we can find some support again in this level right here. There was a lot of actually places that it came down and like found support on it. So that might be a good one to look at too. The next one I'm looking at is .3150, and if you go into, actually you could see the wicks, they came down and perfectly touched it right here. A lot of them it was just barely coming down and touching it. Right here was another wick, so that might be another one to just catch a wick on if it just barely comes down. But and then the next one we have is the double bottom. So we had this double bottom right here, and that's where we initially found the support in this big downtrend. So we were in this downtrend and then found this double bottom, and then so this level what I'm looking at is around 2872, some approximately in there, and this wicked down a little bit too. So but this is where the bodies are on the 4-hour time frame, and that's pretty much what I'm looking at right now because of how the bodies are looking on the chart. Like on the bodies, people ask me like what time frame I usually use and stuff like that, and I think to me whatever the bodies look like, it makes the most sense. Like if let's say you go to the daily time frame and see, this one's a little harder to see. It doesn't quite make as much sense, this little pattern right here. We have a bigger pattern, and the other thing I was kind of looking at is I wonder if we actually are doing something like this where we actually are forming this kind of falling channel, and now we're having to break this upside again, where this is the downtrend that's kind of giving us problems. So yeah, the different time frames just depends on like what candles kind of make the most sense. And like I was saying, on the daily time frame we had rejection right here, and then we're getting all rejection all right here. So technically there is a downtrend from there to there, and we haven't broken above that. But once we can break above this downtrend right here, then we should be able to get a little bit more bullish in general, and hopefully we'll get that volume behind it as well. The other thing is if we are in this falling channel, and I don't want to, I'm not like trying to be bearish or anything, but if we are in this falling channel, we do have this trend line going downward like this that could be possible support if it really fell. And this would be sitting at, I mean, if we're going directly below us, this is around .15.5 or .15.6, somewhere around there. So I'm not saying it's going down there, but this is where the trend lines are drawn. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen right now. Hopefully we get some support on one of these orange lines and we can break through this 180 moving average. That's pretty much what I'm going to be looking at. I want to break this 180 moving average. I want to break this big trend line going to the downside with some volume. I want that volume to come in, and hopefully we'll get some bounces on these orange lines. I have the limit order set right now at 2872, and I'm not sure where else I should buy at. I have I have an order right here pretty much. I bought right at the breakout. I mean, right at the triangle pretty much, just in case it did break to the upside so I can sleep. And then I think I had another one up here, something like that, when I got onto Coinbase, just to put my initial order in. So yeah, let's see if we could break some of these trend lines that are going down. This white one right here, this white one right here, this orange 180 moving average right there, and then let's see if we could get some limit orders filled and get some bounces. That's what I'm looking at anyways, or I'm planning on trying to do. All right, if you guys like Dogecoin, hit the thumbs up button.